Another lesson about pile caps. This time, determine naman natin paano computein yung mga reactions doon sa piles. So for example, meron ako ditong pile cap supported by 9 piles. Actually, loaded lang siya. Yung loads natin is 600 at saka 1,000 kilonewton na live load. We are to determine what is the service and the ultimate load para doon sa bawat isang pile. So kapag ganito, walang moment na given, walang eccentricity actually loaded, we simply divide yung P nung number of piles. Ganyan lang yung basic equation natin. So for the service load, ibig sabihin, for the service load combination, walang load factors, yung P natin, that is 600 plus 1,000. So yung P natin, 1,600 kilonewtons. We divide that 1,600 by the number of piles. So ibig sabihin, bawat isang pile will have a service load of 177.78 kilonewton kada pile. So this is our answer for the first part ng problem na to. Yung pangalawa, sabi niya, paano naman yung ultimate load? So for ultimate, kailangan natin yung P sub U, which is dahil dead load at live load ang given, ang load factors nila would be 1.2 and 1.6. This comes out as 2,320 kilonewtons. Therefore, the ultimate load ngayon, kada pile is 2,320 divided by 9, which gives us 257.78 kilonewton per pile. So, simple lang, no? Basic example, paano kunin yung load sa kada pile kapag actually loaded. Now, let's move on doon sa tunay na topic natin for this lesson, which is, paano kapag merong eccentricity or moments? How do we determine yung pile loads natin? So, ganito ang magiging basic equation. Yung pile load, either service or ultimate, that would be yung P divided by number of piles, okay? Yan yung kanina pag actually loaded. Pero kailangan nating i-add yung effect ng moments. So I have mx times cy over ry squared plus or minus my times cx over rx squared. So iisa-isahin natin. Ano yung cy, ry, cx, saka rx? So obviously, mx and my, that would be the moment x, so moment around the x-axis and moment around the y-axis. Yung cy at saka cx, that would be the coordinate, or not actually coordinate, the distance of the pile from the centroid. So kung wari, meron akong pile dito, yung cx is etong distance na to, yung cy is yung distance na to. So, distance siya galing doon sa centroid or kung nasaan yung P. Distance, no? Ibig sabihin, wala tayong pakialam kung to the left or to the right. It's just the magnitude. Gaano siya kalayo sa x at saka y axis. Yun yung cx at saka cy. Now, ano yung ry squared at saka yung rx squared? Yan ay square ng mga distances ng lahat ng piles tapos isasum mo. So, yung rx, kukunin mo lahat nung cx, kunin mo lahat nung cx, square mo. So, sa pile na to, itong cx na to, square mo, plus yung cx nung isang pile na to, plus yung lahat nung pile na meron, no? Yung mga cx nila, square mo, and then isasum. Ganon din sa ry. Yung ry naman, kukunin mo yung mga cy nung lahat nung pile na nakalagay doon sa puting, kunin mo yung mga cy nila, square mo, then i-add mo lahat. So, this is similar concept sa radius of gyration na concept, no? Yung rx at saka ry. Hindi mo lang i-square root. Naka-square lang sila. So, ibig sabihin, yung rx squared, that would be yung sum nung cx nung lahat nung pile. Cx squared. Yung ry squared, that would be yung sum nung lahat nung cy squared ng lahat ng piles. So, ganito yung gagawin natin for pile caps supporting actual load and with moments. Ganito natin malalaman ano yung load doon sa pile. At syempre, obviously, from the equation, the maximum pile load would be kapag pinakamalayo, so pinakamataas yung cx at cy, tapos additive yung effect. So, ry squared. So, plus to, plus din yung kabila. At yung pinakamaliit na pile load, that would be P over N piles minus no? Yung pinakamalaking minus. So, that would be yung pinakamalaking minus. So, minus parehas kapag Rmin saka Rmax. So, kailangan mo dito yung CY max at saka CX max. So, anyway, that is the basic formulas na gagamitin natin para makompute natin ilan yung kailangan na load doon sa mga bawat file. So, let's have an example. Ayun, meron tayong maganda-gandang example dito. So, medyo ibababa ko tong load. Ito yung load natin, no? Yung P natin, 6,000, MX is 5,500, and MY is 4,500. Meron akong several rows and columns. So, ilang rows ba to? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 na rows. So, 6 rows. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 8 columns. 8 columns ng files. So, dahil 6 by 8 to, ang number of files natin, obviously, number of files, that would be 6 rows by 8 columns or 48 pieces, yung number of files natin. So, meron tayong 48 pieces na files. Kailangan muna nating malaman ano yung Rx squared saka Ry squared. Para doon sa Rx squared, ang gagawin ko ganito. So, bawat file, yung distance, kuwari, ito munang column na to, ang distance nito sa kanya, given, ayun, no, 0.5. By the way, ang spacing sa x is 1. Ang spacing naman sa y direction is 0.8. So, 0.5 daw siya galing dito. Yung ilan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 na rows. Tapos, syempre, 0.5 din yung kapartner niya sa kabila by symmetry. So, this would be twice ng 6 na rows. Then, that would be 0.5 squared. Itong dalawang to. Dalawang tig-6 na rows. Ang distance niya mula sa gitna is 0.5 in the x direction. And then, we add dyan yung alin. 6 din na itong symmetrical partners na to. Ang distance nito, kung 0.5 yan at 1 ang spacing, 1.5 ang distance na to. So, dalawang 6 na 1.5 ang distance. So, 1.5 squared. So, ito at saka ito. Dalawang 6 na 1.5. And then, yung susunod na columns natin, that would be, susunod na mga columns is 2.5 squared, 6 na rows din, plus 3.5 squared. So, yung Rx squared natin, makompute mo yan, ang makompute mo yan at ang lalabas sa computation mo ay ganito. Equal yan sa 252 square meters. That is Rx. And we will do a similar thing with Ry. So, Ry naman, again, symmetrical na naman siya. Ilan to? 8 columns times 2 dahil up and down. So, 8 columns. Then, ang mga distances, since 0.8 to, ang distance ng una, 0.4. So, this would be 0.4 squared. Plus, yung susunod na mga rows, that would be 1.2 squared plus 2 squared. So, yung Ry squared ko, pag kinalculator mo yan, that would be equal sa 89.6 square meters. So, ito yung Rx squared at saka Ry squared. Now, let's move on and I will write here yung Rx squared which is 252 at saka yung Ry na 89.6. Makukuha na natin yung maximum at saka minimum pile reactions. Now, looking at the moments, yung moment na y, pag ganun siya papunta dito. So, mas mako-compress itong column na to. Yung moment no x, papababa siya. So, mako-compress tong column na to. So, in other words, yung maximum pile reaction will happen here. This is where is the max pile reaction. Also, dahil pag ganun yung y, ibig sabihin, palayo siya sa column of piles na to. At dahil pag ganito yung mx, palayo siya sa column of, row of piles na yan. So, dito mangyayari yung minimum pile reaction. Okay? Ma-compute na natin yung maximum at saka minimum pile reaction. So, for the maximum, we have 6,000 over 48 piles. And then, we add yung alin, yung mx. So, mx, we have 5,500 times cy. Cy is yung distance na tong pile na yan doon. So, that would be 2 meters. Times 2 divided by Ry squared. So, this is Ry squared. Naka-square na kaagad yan, 89.6. Plus, yung My natin, which is 4,500. And again, that would be times Cx. Cx is this distance. So, 3.5 meters yan. Divided by Rx squared. So, Rx natin is 252. So, the maximum pile reaction, again, we can compute it. Ang lalabas ay equal siya sa 310.27 kilonewton. Yan yung maximum pile reaction. Para naman doon sa minimum pile reaction, kokopyahin mo lang to actually, pero magiging minus yung mga plus. Dahil symmetrical naman, so it will have the same values. But instead of plus, magiging minus tong dalawang to. So yung R minimum natin, that would be negative 60.27 kilonewtons. So this is in tension or uplift. Sa piles, allowed magkaroon ng tension or uplift. Kasi, ang lalaban naman sa'yo, hindi contact pressure. Ang lumalaban sa piles is friction. So, kung may uplift to, ibig lang sabihin, yung friction magiging downwards. Now, for the last number, we have what is the reaction at piles A and B. Ito yung pile A, ito yung pile B. So, as you can see, from the figure, si pile A, ang Cx niya would be 2.5. Ang Cy niya ay 1.2. So, for pile A, we have 6,000 divided by 48 piles. And then, we have yung Mx, 5,500. Ang Cy niya, 1.2. Divided by yung 89.6 na Ry squared. And then, yung Cx, yung My ko, 4,500. Ang Cx niya, 2.5. Divided by 252, yan yung Rx squared. Now, ano yung magiging sign nito? Plus ba o minus? So, si A, may kita mo, papunta sa kanya yung My, papunta doon yung compressive action. So, ibig sabihin, yung My ko na part magiging plus. Yung Mx naman, palayo sa kanya yung action. So, matetension siya due to Mx. So, ibig sabihin, gagawin kong minus tong part ng Mx. So, yung R sub A ko, makakompute natin yan, which is equal to 95.98 kilonewtons. So, yan yung reaction sa R sub A. Now, let me copy this. Gagamitin ko rin tong, para sa R sub B naman. Okay. Now, para sa R sub B, iba na yung distance noon. Okay? So, sa R sub B, yung Cx niya, 1.5 na lang. Hindi na 2.5. Tapos, yung Cy niya, 1.2 pa rin. Now, dahil pag ganito yung My, magiging minus yung part nung My. Magiging minus to. At, dahil pag ganito yung Mx, papunta sa kanya, papunta sa row na to yung Mx, magiging plus yung sa Mx. So, now, ibig sabihin, yung R sub B ko, that would be 171.875 kilonewton. So, ito yung R sub B. So, again, itong lesson na to, ang focus talaga natin dito is paano kunin yung actual loads, yung pile reactions rather, kapag actually loaded na merong moments or eccentricity. So, I hope na gets nyo tong lesson na to and see you sa next na lesson.
Like mo yung video kung ayos. Pag hindi, pag mo i-dislike, leave ka ng comment kung bakit, ha? Sige na, subscribe.